friends, and welcome to a new edition of Instar Show. Today we take a trip to the beautiful Norway, where we meet the phenomenal band Keiino after their first participation in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2019, where they ranked 6th in the final with the song Spirit in the Sky. Their long success story has begun. With a studio album, concerts in many parts of Europe, and hits that have reached millions of views and people, today we meet Tom, Alexandra and Fred in a new episode of Instar Show. So let's bring them here together on Instar Show live on Instagram. In the meantime, I want to know everything about you. How are you guys? How are you feeling? And thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions...
Hey!
Hello, Keiino, and welcome to Instar Show. It's such a pleasure and opportunity to have you here. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Of course, it's an honor to be here. How are you?
I am good. I can be better, but I'm good.
We can all be better in these times.
True. I want to start with the first question, which is a really hard one. How are you guys? How are things going for you during this period?
We're great. We're happy to be together, and we just finished a really good session in the studio today.
Yeah.
Nice. Preparing some songs, I see.
Yeah. I think that's the good thing when you're not when you're a band like we are, that when we have each other in much challenging time for a lot of artists and musicians around. So luckily we have each other that we can work with.
I'm happy that you're doing great and that you are creating music. I think for some artists, some creative people right now, this time of the year, and actually the pandemic that we live in and the crisis, it's a great way to create art, music, paintings. Unfortunately, I see a lot of sad music, sad paintings, but that's the beauty of it. We are expressing ourselves.
Yeah. I haven't made that song yet, so yeah, we're keeping the energy high.
What do you think that are the elements that, in your opinion, of course, have led to the continuity and success of Keiino since its launch release?
It's not good to say, actually, but I really feel, or I hope that people feel that they belong in our universe. And something a bit different, that it's okay to be different. And maybe people find comfort in that, and that's why they like our music. Not good to say, but yeah, I hope so.
I also think that because we're three individuals that all had careers before, we bring something different to the table. And I think that makes it, for us, it's interesting to still write songs because we can still we can play on our different strengths and also add different stuff to the song. So we're not getting bored of our sound because we can add a lot of things to it. And sometimes we hit we feel that we hit a home run, and sometimes it can be a bit messy. But but usually it's just fun.
We always clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit messy in the beginning. After we know each other better and how we work, then it's coming together. So it's just getting better and better.
It's so nice that you create your own universe and people can come inside of it. You know, it's amazing because I think it's a tough thing to do, especially with fans and with people in general, to be able to transmit everything that you want in the perfect way, if it's not even possible. This year you competed again for your country, and although you had one of the best songs in the national final of Norway, in our opinion and others, of course, the final result was different. Do you think and do you intend to participate in the next Eurovision editions?
We have no immediate plans at all. We weren't sure if we were gonna compete for a second time. So for a third time, I think that's definitely not something on our top of our minds. But I think it's hard to say a definite we will never do it again. Because, then it's almost like a band saying, yeah, this is it, we're ending, and then suddenly they come on a reunion tour a couple of months later. I think for us it's better to say that no, it's not our plans. We have a lot of other plans. but we're still Eurovision fans, and so
we're excited to watch
yeah,
this year's selection.
Do you think that you have grown personally and professionally since Eurovision Song Contest 2019? How was that road path from you? For you?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, we know each other much more now, and our music, you know, it shows that we have grown as a band musically as well. And, you know, we play better and better gigs as well.
yeah.
And from yeah, oh,
No,
okay.
yeah,
And for me individually, I feel like I've grown a lot since the first time I met you guys. I was like, I hadn't traveled that much, and I had held a lot of concerts, but not that many. And I had started to write songs, but not that many as well. So I feel like me being with you guys, I've really grown, like with the process and everything. Yeah.
And I feel I've actually become a bit like actually
Younger? No.
yeah. Like, because when you have like 20 something and also a guy that's well 29 plus,
No,
then
stop it.
it's easier for me that's been around a bit longer, you know, to kind of to feel the energy, because like when you're together with Alexandra in the studio or touring or whatever, it's like it's impossible not to get kind of infected by her energy in a good way. So it's fun to work with the guys.
Tell me more about the album, Okta. What was it, the process of creating it? Why did you call it Okta? Is it related to the meteorology term Okta?
You know, Okta means one in Sami.
Okay.
So it's Keiino's first album.
Yeah, easy as that.
No, but we said that I think we were quite already before we went on the stage in Tel Aviv. We knew that we wanted to work together for a long time, and that we wanted to create an album. And also we talked about it because there's what we did with The Spirit in the Sky, like introducing Sami Joik to a very high energy pop music that hasn't been done before. And we thought like maybe it's possible to introduce or to include other indigenous expressions in pop music. So we got in touch with a lot of other great indigenous artists and asked if they wanted to collaborate with us. And yeah, it was such an amazing thing for us. Just learning about all these indigenous ways of singing and the language and their culture. It was really amazing.
Yeah.
That's such a nice thing. I didn't knew. I know Okta is like a unit of measurement to describe the way, the amount of clouds or something like that in meteorology. And I thought it was related in any way. So I was curious, why did you choose Okta as the name? What is the most memorable moments of a concert of yours?
Oh,
For me, I think it was Tel Aviv, the stage on Tel Aviv. Yes, when I heard the whole crowd yoking along to Spirit in the Sky. Magical.
But I think also from maybe in Madrid when we were at like a big square, I think it was 30,000 people, and yoiking to Spirit in the Sky during Madrid Pride. That was really fun.
yeah, for me as well. I agree with the guys, but also just being able to go on our own headliner tour in Australia. That was so cool. Just like, yeah. So yeah, all of our concerts has been amazing, both the tiny ones and the big ones. We love being on stage.
And also there was you remember the one that we I think the weirdest one was we had 3 shows in Germany, and then we were on a plane to play a gig in Edinburgh, and the plane was 3 hours late. So we found Edinburgh, but like we just had to jump in a taxi, and the audience had been there already for an hour.
Yeah.
So and it was like a tiny little, it was like an intimate show. We had 2 shows in a row, and so the thing is, we just had to like run up, going into the venue, and just like people were there getting ready, like, yeah, thank you. And now, okay, now
let's go to sound check.
Yeah.
I don't do concerts. I don't have concerts. I don't sing. But you mentioned Madrid, and I think Madrid is a city that it's always unforgettable.
Yeah, amazing.
We had goosebumps when we went off stage. It was amazing.
When, I don't know, the curtain falls, the lights dim, and the cameras are not rolling, how are you guys behind the scenes? And what is something that makes you really excited and happy?
I just think like being together, all three of us, because we're like best friends, even though we're also colleagues. Just like being together and doing something that means a lot to all of us together. It just makes us happy.
I love to cook and they love to eat.
Yeah.
So it's and we like to drink wine. So it's that's also
we drink a lot of wine.
That's a good combination. And I think the good thing is like because we share so many common values about. I think it's much easier to work and do a lot of things together. And we've been so lucky to travel around the world, and also when we recorded the music video for Monument, we traveled through Norway and hiked to these amazing places in order to film the different scenes. And that's really cool to be able to, like to be able to walk for 7 hours up to the top of a mountain with these guys and almost falling down. But that's also something. And also and to be able to go clubbing with them in Berlin as well. It's kind of like the opposites, but still everything is, that's life. And I like that we're able to live life the full, like all the different aspects of it. Of course, now that's why it's been hard for us, but it's been hard for everybody around the world. Like I think everybody like watching now are as keen as we are to be able to meet all the friends that we are not able to meet, to travel, to go to the parties, to like be very, very close together in a huge crowd somewhere, if it's in a club or a concert, and all that things that make life worth living.
There's a channel here because right now I'm in Vienna. There's a channel in Austria where they play music, and they were showing. I mean, they show every night because I watch it every night because I miss it. A lot of festivals with music and bangers, and I always watch and I see the huge crowd, and I'm like, when will I ever be back there in the middle? I hope it will happen very soon. And by the way, off-topic question: do you need another member in your band? Because if you do the cooking, then I'll be glad to eat.
No, like if we ever come to Bucharest or Vienna, wherever, like you're invited. I'll cook for all of you.
Perfect. I'll bring the wine.
That's a great deal. Wine is expensive here in Norway, so we bring great fish.
Are you thinking of performing in Romania in the future? Do you have any reactions or feedback from Romanian fans or audience in general from Romania?
Love to. I actually have like friends of mine that have been living in Bucharest for a couple of years, and they're always saying like we tried a couple of times actually to be able to fit in our schedule, and we were very close to performing a gig in Romania, but then we had to be in Iceland or something like that. So we definitely want to come to Romania, and hopefully, like if things go according to plan, then we'll be touring a lot next spring, and hopefully we can swing by Romania then.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll be waiting for you. Also, my friend Andrea, she's a huge fan of yours. She's gonna be the first one to purchase the ticket, I'm sure, front row. From now on, we will change the dynamic of the interview, and all questions now will be related to the titles of your songs. I don't know if you ever did that, but I think it's going to be fun. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
And even if you're not, we're still going to do it. So first question. If you were to invoke the spirit in the sky to change something in our society, who would you call and what would you want to change?
Who would you call in order to change the spirit? Could you say it once again?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were to invoke the spirit in the sky to change something in our society, who would you call and what would you change?
I would definitely I would make sure that everybody is treated equally, no matter where they're from, who they love, or how they look. I'm not sure who to call for that. I don't. Maybe Ghostbusters? No, not Ghostbusters.
Volcano.
No, I definitely hope that. And I'm
Melissa McCartney, are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm not very sure. Actually, just like if it was possible to tap into this the universal spirit that everybody around the world suddenly thought, yeah, of course. Oh no, of course. Well, we don't need racism or treat people differently or yeah. So.
You've mentioned earlier that you like to go clubbing in Berlin and having fun and going out. If you were to throw a party, a big party for your fans, for you and for your friends with the theme Black Leather, describe what this party will look like and what will be the price of the entrance tickets.
Oh,
or if it's invite only, how do you get an invite? What do you have to do?
oh, get
Asking
invites.
for a friend.
So what would the price be?
It would be free. Yeah.
No,
Open for all.
no, you have to. I think maybe you need to take off a piece of clothing or something like that. I guess black leather. I think that should be the thing. Almost like strip poker, you need to offer something. It could be a sock, it could be a top, whatever. Yeah, we need to be a bit free.
Yeah.
So it's free of charge, free of clothes. That sounds like a nice party. Who is, for each of you, the person in your life for whom you will build a monument? And what lesson did he or she teach you?
For me, it's my grandfather who passed away a couple of years ago. Yeah, he was a strong man. He really hard, and he had a big reindeer herd, and he showed me the yoke that I have been using for 2 years now. And yeah, he was just inspiring. He was such an inspiration for me.
Mm-hmm.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It has to be my husband Alex that has been he's kept up with me in over 12 years and is also a big part of the Keiino writing team, and yeah, and how like we've shared so many moments that are monumental for both of us. For instance, in a huge crowd of like over 90,000 people on Glastonbury, enjoying what we love the most, listening to music and the energy of good-hearted people.
I think, first of all, family for sure, and so supportive in everything I do, but also the guys who came into my life in 2019 and made all my dreams come true, and they still do. So yeah, definitely.
How much time do you spend or devote to spirituality? Is praying part of your ritual before going on stage?
No, but we actually have like our own ritual that we do before we go on stage. We can show you.
Oh, and this is very important. We are singing something here, and it's very important that it has to be so out of tune as possible. It has to sound horrible. So are you ready?
Okay. We've done that before every concert since 2019.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is
we are saying Chaitan Choka, show me the light.
Show me the light. So it's quite a
spirit in the sky.
Yeah.
Try Yoka, show me the light.
Yeah.
Chaitan Choka, like that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. On what rhythms or song would you be dancing in the smoke at the Black Leather party? I don't know.
It would be some. I'm personally, yeah, it would be more of like disco infused techno. So, and I think you're the more harder,
like acid techno guy. Yeah.
You, Alexandra, Fred?
Yeah, same for me. I go along with what they listen to. It's really
like when and Fred, when they go on a road trip together, they always have the hardest techno music. For me, it's a bit too hard for me. I'm a bit softer, but still.
I'm a huge fan of Boris. I love him.
Boris.
Yeah. So next time you're in Berlin, I can just hop in my car and we can go clubbing. What does it mean for you to have an unbreakable personality? And what part of you do you think is unbreakable?
What part of us?
Yeah, you as an individual or you as a band?
I think our bond is unbreakable. Our friendship is unbreakable.
Yeah, I agree.
I think, and personally, I think my stamina, our power of will, is quite unbreakable for good things and bad things. Because like I can be very stubborn if there's something that I believe in, which not necessarily are true or right.
What does it mean for you to be unbreakable?
Well, it's just, I feel like after you've like experienced some like tough times in your life, you learn from it, and after that you might feel unbreakable. Just, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
Let's see if we have any questions here.
Like if you're a sphere, that is like quite. It used to be soft jelly, and then you drop it into some coating of like lac or lux, like. And then if you do that, like when it hardens, and every time you fall into something, when you get up again, you kind of get a bit stronger. Almost like making candles. It's the same. Like in first place is just like one thread, but every time you dip it. So I think that's kind of the same thing. If you fall, if you have to duck under a bit, but then when you come up, you're stronger. So.
A lot of comments. Come to Canada, come to Lithuania, come to Austria. A nice concert in United Kingdom. Everybody wants to see you. Why did you choose Monument for MPG 2021? Someone is asking, Mark from Iraq.
Why we chose Monument? Actually, we thought that Monument had something very special, and we still feel it has something special. Yeah. And also because it was both could resonate with the audience, but also the jury. If we were to win, which we didn't, so
we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
I've seen a comment here from Shane's reaction. I think I cannot find it anymore, but I remember he was saying that she would like to hear, or he would like to hear Alexandra and Tom yoke before this interview ends.
Oh, yoke.
Is it Shane from Ireland?
I think. Shane, are you from Ireland?
Hi, Shane.
If you're still here. I've seen another one. If you can sing something for us.
Can I make a beat and you can yoke?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice, Fred. I like it. And my last question for you guys is, what is the message that Keiino as a band has from the present and wants to share with Keiino from the future?
Oh.
Ooh.
Remember to appreciate every moment and enjoy all that you're going to experience.
Yeah, and embrace the the situation we're in, and think that that we are blessed for what we are doing, and be able to meet so many people, and hopefully mean something to people and do something meaningful with our songs, and bring up important topics, and also make people dance, make people laugh, make people cry. Yes.
Do you still have time for a couple more questions from your fans?
Yeah, we can do a couple of more.
A couple more.
Yeah.
All right. So Ina Nanex asks Alex, what's your favorite movie?
Hi, Ina. How are you? My favorite movie, it has to be I Am Legend with Will Smith. I love that movie. I watched it so many times. Yeah.
Jonatas Psicologo wants to know, does the word Keiino has a meaning? What is it? What's its story? What's the story of the name from Brazil?
From Keiino?
Yeah, what's the story of the name and if it has a meaning?
You know, the Keiino comes from the name Keiino, which is my home place up north. So it means road in Sami, and the road brought us together.
Then I have here a question. We'll stream it. Duncan D. Mora is asking, will there ever be a collab with Keiino and Duncan Lawrence?
Ooh.
We were planning to,
Yeah,
actually, but then now he's become such a big superstar. So I think we need to be big superstars first ourselves, and then hopefully, you know, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
So
we hope so.
with him. So.
Silk Paddler is asking, what's your favorite thing about your own music? I think that's a nice question.
I think what I like the most is that we can make so many different genres. We can make so many different songs, but still we have like our three voices making it sound like Keiino. I love it. And I love that we have the Sami element, and yeah, it's so much fun to make music.
I think that without us actually planning it, almost all our melodies are quite uplifting, even though we wrap it in some different productions and everything. It's kind of, if you only listen to the melodies, it's kind of uplifting.
And the last question, Olga's asking, you're the favorite band for me and most of the viewers, but what about your celebrity crush? Who are they? Spicy!
I have to be boring and say that I actually don't have any. But if I watch a movie, I'm like, who is handsome? But that...
I remember crush on Sporty Spice Mel C from Spice Girls back in the days.
Remember when I was first I had a crush on Sharon Stone, and then so
Amazing.
Thank you so much, guys, for being here with me today at Insta Show. It has been a pleasure. And I really hope I will see you soon, either in Romania, Berlin, Netherlands, Vienna, anywhere in Europe, to be honest. I will go to any concert anytime. And good luck with your success with your album, with your songs, with all the projects that you're doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us. Enjoy.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you once more, Keiino, for being here at Insta Show. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Fred. It's been a nice pleasure to see you and talk to you and get to know you better. I hope you will have success in all your projects and your music will be huge hits all around the world. I am Claudio. Thank you, everybody who has been here with us. I hope you had a great time and that you enjoyed. I will see you next time, just as happy as always, and please stay safe. Bye for now.